Welcome to Mommy Issues, a podcast where an ex-reality TV star mom
and her reality TV loving daughter
bridge the gap between their generations through celeb news, all things Bravo,
and their own personal mommy issues.
I had a dream that I was stabbed by knives, and I think it's because you got me new knives.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry.
No, I'm like, it's just crazy how things manifest.
Yeah. No, mine was about, like, I had dreams like this morning. I went like back to sleep because I didn't sleep well. And I had dreams about the podcast and somebody interfering with me getting to the podcast, and I couldn't connect stuff and and the person just didn't matter because it's stupid and you're like stupid, and like it was so like a whole gaslighting.
Oh my God.
And it was like, well, I don't have to tell you who it was, but
yeah,
gaslighter of the year.
Wow.
And it's weird because I didn't have any like ill feelings towards that person in a long time, but I don't know.
Well, for having bad dreams, you look great. You look rested.
Yeah.
And that's
what matters.
Yeah.
Right. I agree.
Welcome everybody to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Host Beba,
who has kept a 1-year-old alive.
Who has kept a 1-year-old alive for almost a year.
Yeah.
Wednesday is her actual birthday.
Exactly. Not quite a year yet.
Jolene was like, you can't post again on her actual birthday because of the whole Lola-palooza thing. And I was like, we'll see about that. We will see about that.
This person doesn't know, like, what, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
He knows some stuff, but not everything.
Not everything. Not about this.
No. Well, I feel like we haven't talked in a long time, like on the podcast, but I think it's because we recorded early last week.
That's what it is.
Feel like
we haven't missed.
I know, but it just feels sometimes when our schedule is off, it feels weird. But I feel like we should do a Lola-palooza recap for the fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't follow us on Instagram, first of all, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Exactly.
But this past weekend, my mom and my dad came to LA and we threw Lola's first birthday party. The theme was Lola-palooza. Hold for applause. That's so good. I know. I have to give credit where credit is due. That was all Jackie Sosa. That was Lola's godmother. She came up with it and it was pretty good. But it was really fun. Honestly,
it was really fun. I was at first was like, what's this kid doing? Like this park. It's impossible to make it look cute.
No, it was so
but it was
cute.
just right. Yeah, it was cute, and it was also the temperature ended up being perfect.
It was so nice. It was almost like I was wearing like an open back top. It was so hot the 2 days prior.
I was cold like, too.
I was freezing, but yeah. I'd rather be cold than sweating.
Oh,
hot.
Me too.
So I was happy, but yeah, I leading up to it, I was like, I'm never doing this again. Like her next birthday party is going to be very like casual, maybe 4 or 5 people, and that's it. And then at the end of this party, I was like, you know what? I could do that again. Because everyone had the best time. And
everyone had a best time. And people were lingering.
Yeah, it was nice. People like stayed longer than I anticipated. Like the little soft playset that I rented was you paid for that. That was money well spent. And I thought it was going to be, nothing. And it was.
It was. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was almost like a cage. You can put your kid in there and you can walk away and get food, and get drinks, whatever. Yeah. So that was actually great. If you're thinking about throwing a first birthday party for your child.
And then also
get a soft playset.
Pizza. I thought the pizza, it's going to sit there. You ordered so much. It's going to get cold. Nobody's going to want it. But that place is so good that even cold, it's amazing. Cold, it's and great. People kept coming back.
We left with, there was only one untouched pizza.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a perfect amount of food. It was a perfect amount of alcohol. I got like 6 bottles of wine, and it's like, it was totally, it was great. It was it was just such a fun day. And
organic LA wine, not regular wine,
natural
guys.
wine. Yeah. Gross. We don't do that here. I woke up the next morning. I don't know how you felt, but I woke up the next morning and it felt like I got hit by a truck. I felt hungover when I maybe had like a glass of wine.
I didn't drink at all, but the next morning I had to be on a flight at 7 a.m.
Oh, I don't know how
So
you
I
did
was
that.
excited about that trip. And so I didn't feel like tired or anything, but yeah, it was,
It was a
it,
lot.
it was a lot of
It
work.
was a lot of setup because it
There
was
was a
like
lot of setup and a lot of people, and it was windy and the balloons and the whatever. It was definitely a group effort.
it was a group effort. It was like a total production. I will say, when I couldn't go to set up because I had to be with Lola. There was a lot of moving parts. So I
Yeah.
enlisted my mom to go set up the whole area to make sure that it looked cute, whatever. So when I arrived, it was like 30 minutes before the party was going to start. And it looked so cute. We had these tablecloths that were so cute,
Yeah, they were
whatever,
very cool.
but you layering them, I was
Yeah.
like, queen, I would have never done that. I would have just like put the different ones and made it all like, funky cute. Layered looked amazing. It made the photos look great. It was a fun time. And my God, those goodie bags. We
Oh
had
my God,
great ass
we
goodie
gotta give,
bags.
and those cookies that the Luli cookies. If you ever want, you can hit, we'll give you the information. But I took them from Miami with like bubble pouches to make sure that it didn't break. But like she designed the whole thing, and it just
No. These
she
cookies
really,
are my favorite cookies in
yeah.
the world. These are the same cookies that I had for my baby shower. That it was almost like it was like a name card for every
Yeah.
place setting, and it said like grandma, or mine said mom. I had Auntie Jackie, blah blah blah, all this stuff. So they're just my favorite cookies, and I always think it's just such a nice personal touch
Yeah.
to have,
And
like,
people love them, right?
yeah, oh my God, they're the most delicious cookies.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
good.
will
It was
say
good.
in all the photos, people would message me. Like, I put a grid, like a static grid post, and then I also posted some like other ones on my story. People messaged me like of photos where you were in it saying, I thought this was Gothi.
Oh,
I know. I was like, I'm gonna tell my mom that. She's gonna be so thrilled.
oh my God. As
And
long
then
as they don't look
everybody
close up.
also was saying that daddy is hot. And I was like, that's enough. Thank you so much. Like, we're good. You don't have to tell me that. Keep that to yourself.
Well, there was one, I forgot the name of somebody there that like really
Get closer to your mic.
Oh, there was somebody there that really enjoyed both your dad.
Oh, okay. Relax. That was Jolene's mom's friend, who is happily married with 2 kids.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I would say that that's my high. That's my
Yeah.
high. Even though it was last week, that's still my high. But I
Yeah, it
have
was
another
great.
high.
Okay.
My
What's
other
your
high is I got a new couch. And things happened very quickly to get this couch, but
I'll tell you, if you think Abyssal is going to clean that, you're crazy.
what do
It
you
won't.
mean?
It
It's
won't.
not dirty.
No, not yet.
Oh, I know. Listen, I know it's crazy to get a white couch and have a baby, but
No, it's coconut white.
it's not coconut white. It's like an off white. You can't see it from the thing.
Oh, I saw
it
the other
appears
pictures.
much whiter than it is. It's a white,
But still,
it's a white couch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Just so you know, like brand new jeans will stain it because just your butt. So if you have friends come over and they're wearing new jeans, you can't tell them that stain doesn't come off.
Okay.
So you gotta,
okay.
It's a lot.
Why don't you relax? You're so
Okay,
jealous
so you
of
can
my new
talk
couch. Oh my God.
I'm so jealous, but can you talk bad about me for 1 second while I go grab something that I left? Hold on.
Okay, my mom's gone. I'm just gonna give you the story about this couch because I think it's pretty amazing. Number one, I've been looking for a new couch for a really long time. I was, you know this, I explained it on the podcast. I was looking at a company called Floyd, which is a nice company, whatever. Their couches are like $3,500. All the nice couches are in the $3,000 range, which, like, it's an investment. If you're buying a nice couch, I get it. Like, you can just whatever. But I was just like, I don't want to fucking do that. So I've been on Facebook Marketplace for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I stumbled upon this gorgeous white couch. It was deep set, which is what I was looking for. It's literally almost 4 feet deep. It feels like a twin bed. And my mom is back. Stand by. I'm just giving
I'm sure. What are you saying?
I'm not talking shit about you. I'm giving the details of this couch and how it came to be. I was searching on Facebook Marketplace and I stumbled upon this gorgeous white couch. Yes, it's white, whatever, but It's a Restoration Hardware Maxwell couch. It's 4 feet deep, which
It's
is what
great.
I've been
No,
looking
it's
for.
so
It's
great.
it's
Yeah.
literally the size of a twin bed, like
Did
that.
you get it like a deal on it?
Yes. So this is
Oh, okay.
originally a $4,000 couch. Okay.
Right.
This
And it's brand
girl,
new.
it's basically brand new. She bought it a year ago. She just moved. It did not fit in her apartment. When I went to go pick it up, I was like, she's going to back out because she was so like telling me like, I just deep cleaned it. I can't like have this storage facility anymore. It's the only thing in the storage because she didn't want to let go of it. And then they're putting it in the truck and she's like, okay, so this is what, like acting like it's her kid. And I was like, girl, you got to relax. But she seemed like so like it was very clear that she was in love with this couch.
Oh,
I
that's a good deal.
She listed it. Listen to this. She listed it for $2,000, which by the way would have paid because it's a $4,000 couch. Whatever. Restoration Hardware, super nice. Whatever. And I messaged her and I'm like, hey, is this still available? I'm like super interested. And she's like, yes, it just needs to be out of here in the next 2 days. And I was like, I'm in. And so like we set it up, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm gonna get movers. And then I was like, is price negotiable? And she's like, what's your offer? And I said, 1,200. No, I think I said 1,000. I was like, let me just see. I said 1,000. She goes, I'll do it for 1,100. And I was like,
Okay.
done.
Okay. So now I don't feel so bad.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Listen, at the end of the day, this is a secondhand
Like
couch.
I want to
Okay.
know. I want to
There's
know. It does not look like a secondhand couch. It looks like brand new.
no, because
Pictures of
she took such good care of it. She said it was the first big thing that she ever bought herself that was like a nice couch. And you can tell she cared for it. She gave me the number of the deep cleaning thing that she's like, I've had it deep cleaned. I do it twice a year. She's like, I've done it twice. I did it twice a year. And she's like, and before I put it in storage, I did it again and then put a cover on it. So it's truly clean as it comes, whatever. The only thing that is driving me crazy is the fucking movers when they were getting it in my door.
They got it dirty.
It's not even that they got it dirty. The side of the couch, the one that's like facing everybody, it's not even the other side. It's like nicked on the side. And I see every time I look at it, I like only see that. You can barely see it, but
Nick,
still.
the wood part.
No, the white like
Oh,
corner.
it's nicked.
Yeah,
It's missing a piece.
it's not missing a piece. It's just it's fabric. So it's just like a little like what do you call it? Like it's flared.
Frayed.
Frayed. It's frayed.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it
That can
makes
fix
me
that.
so mad.
Well, we can fix that.
But it's pristine. It's so comfortable. I fell asleep on it twice already. I'm
No,
I'm
I didn't know.
so
I didn't know it
happy.
was like that.
Mommy,
I
when you
thought,
get here, you're gonna pass the F out on this couch. You're gonna love it so much.
but you know what? That I thought you deliberately went out and bought a white couch.
Are you crazy? No, it just and by the way, it makes the space look so much bigger.
No, I know.
I don't know how, but whatever. So that's my second high because we've been eating at couch for a while. John Liam refuses to sit on our other couch. Like we have not hung out in the living room and like watched a movie in months and months and months. We do everything in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this house is too small to only be using one room. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy about that. And then my low is I'm like nervous to say this, but honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna talk about the specific thing, but I met a mom at the park and she was very nice, whatever. We talked for like 15 minutes while our kids were on the swing. And she was like, by the way, if you live in the area, I'm a part of this mom text group that I'd love to invite you in. Like we all help each other if somebody's going through something, whatever. And she's like, I'd love to invite you in. It's like, what am I going to say? Like, no, thank you. So I was like, yeah, sure. I give her my number. She puts me in this text chain. It is a nightmare. It is constantly dinging. I hid my alert so it doesn't at least ding, whatever. But like I looked at my phone the other day and it said I had 85 text messages. And it was the group text. It's at least mommy, 25 moms. And I'm like, I'm lucky that I have friends who have kids. I don't need that. I don't need the text chain. If I have a question about something, I'll ask you. I'll ask another friend. I don't need these like white ass moms to lean on.
So you took it off, right?
No, I can't. Here's the thing. I cannot leave the group text because what if our kids are all in the same like age group? What if like when Lola goes to school and I meet this, but you know what I mean? I'm like, I have to be like careful. I'm scared to just be like, doop, Beba has left the chat. I don't know. I feel crazy about it, but it's a nightmare and I want to get out of it.
Did you mute it? Yeah, you have to mute it. Just say,
I muted it.
I would tell the person with who invited you privately. Listen, I have tremendous anxiety, and getting all these texts really like makes me feel that I need to respond to each and every person, and I'm working on it with my therapist. No, serious.
No, I'm not turning this on myself. I'm not
gonna turn it on yourself. Why not? They're not going to weaponize that against you.
Ugh.
They'll like talk about you, whatever, but it's like, oh, she's got a lot of, and then, you know, when I'm working, you know, and I work, what do you call it? I just hate leaving people hanging. It's like a problem that I have. So I'm going to, you know, until things get a little calmer, I'm just going to exit the group because I feel bad ignoring it too. And it triggers me. What are all the words? It triggers me. And
these are my boundaries.
I have boundaries. And it triggers me, and it's weaponizing me, and it's and they'll understand because they speak your language.
Oh my God,
I would get out of it.
I'm just so
and I got a white couch, and I'm worried about it getting dirty. It's for restoration hardware. I would have never been able to afford it. The guy nicked it. That's enough for one. Like for the year, I've had enough, you know.
All right. Well, I'll see how I feel. If I open my phone one more time and it has like 100 text messages, I'm just gonna bounce and be like, guys, I'm sorry. This is who I am. You can't.
Right, exactly.
You can't
said that.
weigh me down with these
okay
texts.
With that. Yeah.
No, I don't know why I feel bad. I think it's because
I don't know.
These like nice, like Americana white women. I don't know why I feel bad.
Yeah, well, I've seen some nice, supposed to be nice Americana white women that were not nice to Lola at the party, and I'm gonna say it.
No.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. There's nothing wrong with saying it. Okay. Literally, there was one mom. She was so nice. She was so nice, and she was going, honey. I don't remember the kid's name. Luckily for you.
Yeah.
Lola's being really selfish with the purple pony. She wants the purple pony all to herself. Well, and Lola doesn't know how to share like you.
Oh my God.
Have to help Lola, whatever. And I'm like, I was there and Ken was there, and I'm like, I'm going to hit her. I'm going to hit her. And I'm going to hit her so hard that her husband with his little clogs are going to go flying.
Oh my God. Stop.
Okay. Honestly.
No,
I hate when people say mean things in a nice mom voice.
Trust me.
And pretends that it's nice. It's not nice.
I don't
call my granddaughters. Yeah, don't call my granddaughter selfish. It was her fucking purple pony. I rented the purple pony for her, not for the other kid's sorry ass. And nobody gets to say that about Lola. We could call her all the things we want to call her.
That's true.
You know, she's a little bit of a monster.
She's a little violent. She is violent. My mom and dad came to Lola's sensory class on the Friday before her party, and Lola, there were two kids there. One was a little boy, and she just went behind him and just shoved him to the floor, and he like face planted. And then the other girl, who's like this super like
dainty little flower
lady, like she really is like shy, whatever. She's just sitting there with her two little like music shakers.
Yeah.
And Lola grabs her by the skin and like twists it and like pulls her in. And I'm like, oh my God. And it was the grandmother who was there. And you could tell she was like, get your fucking daughter away from my granddaughter. Like, this is not okay. I had to apologize in the morning to these two moms. I was like, I'm sorry that Lola was so aggressively violent.
Pulls people by the skin.
No, and I had her sensory class on Friday, and I was like holding her. I was so scared that she was just gonna fight somebody again. Luckily, she didn't, but like she scares me, man. She's really violent.
Robert and I were like looking at each other from across the thing, going like, oh my God. No, and then afterwards we started calling her like Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs. We would see her and it goes, it puts the lotion in the basket.
She's just like a little cage fighter. Like she just thought that that's what she was supposed to do. I'm supposed to hit everybody. She gets so excited that she just wants to like claw your eyes out.
She gets excited, and she also likes having like, and I know we can't scold her because we don't want to break her spirit, right? Is that the thing?
I just don't want her. I don't want to dim
she
her light,
slaps
put out
me.
her fire.
If you want to put out her fire, well, she slaps me across the face.
Yeah.
And then when I tell her, don't slap me, that's not nice, be nice or whatever, my instinct would be to slap her right back.
And that's right. Problematic.
We're afraid of you. But we all wanted to slap her right back. Not as hard, but to teach her, like, this is what that feels like. But when you tell her, don't slap, whatever, she goes,
Yeah, she gets frustrated. She's like, what do you mean? I want to slap everybody.
I find that the funny. I can't get mad because and you tell me don't laugh when she slaps you. Okay, if I can't laugh and I can't scold her, I'm like in disciplinary limbo. I don't know what to
tough.
do.
It's also like apparently from the first like parent and me class I took, they were like at 1 year old, like there's a lot of parents that say gentle, soft, whatever, and they're like they do not comprehend. Like they
No.
are not going to understand that until maybe 18 months, 2 years old. And I'm like, I'm still gonna try, man. I'm still gonna
Yeah,
be
I
like,
tell her like
please don't hit
yeah.
me. Please don't hit me. Did you see my Instagram story yesterday? She was
No.
slapping my back. She was just going, bah, bah, bah. And
She
I'm
likes
like,
the sound it makes and she likes the reaction.
yeah.
But the
Anyways.
funny thing is
Well, do you have any highlights in low life before we get into some
no, I love
gossip?
that. My highlight was the party. My highlight was that she's a little monster. My highlight is the payback.
Yeah. She's
Payback.
I deserve all of this. Okay, let's get into some gossip. We have a lot of crazy stuff. We have reunions and we have breakups happening, okay?
What are reunions?
Reunion, Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods, former BFFs until Jordyn Woods hooked up with Tristan Thompson, have reunited.
Oh.
Yeah, they went to dinner at Sushi Park in LA and they were so clearly like, it was very easy for paparazzi to get photos of them, and man oh man did we get photos of them. I think we're rekindling. I think we're coming together. We're realizing it's
Yes.
girls before bros, hoes before bros. Am I 100?
Chicks before dicks.
Chicks before dicks, hoes before bros, all the above. I'm into this. I love a friendship reunion. I think this is great. I think it sucks that she was excommunicated from the Kardashian clan.
Well, but I mean, why did she date somebody that Kylie dated?
Not date, she hooked up with. And it wasn't
Okay.
Kylie, it was Chloe. It was bad. Listen, I'm not
Yeah, you don't
I'm
do
not
that.
um
Once a Kardashian puts their paws on anything with a penis, they are off limits to the entire female population for the rest of human existence. That's the law.
that is the law. And we don't make the rules.
We don't
We
make the
don't.
rules. Yeah.
That's just the law. But
Make the game.
I think enough time has passed, and I think Tristan is so like out of the loop here of the Kardashian family, other than like, being the baby daddy, that it's like, why would we not be friends with somebody who we were so close to? I'm into this. I'm happy for them.
Okay with it. I'm
Um,
okay with it.
I was shook by the whole thing, by the photos. I was like, wow, what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, what a time to be alive. Okay. Next order of business. Ariana Grande spotted at Wimbledon without her wedding ring. And then moments later, Page 6 broke the news. She's divorcing her husband that she married, I think in like 2020, end of 2020 or something. And she's actually dating her co-star from Wicked. His name's Ethan Slater. He is so ugly.
Ethan Slater.
Mommy, this boy, because he's not a man. He looks like a little boy.
Well, she looks like a little girl. So.
I know, but this guy was she is such a musical theater nerd. This guy was the lead in SpongeBob the musical. Let that sit in.
Right.
Let that sink in, I mean.
Yeah.
He's so weird looking, and cherry on top, he's fucking married with kids. And his wife, they were doing this whole story of like, he's separated, he's not separated. And the wife just found out about all of this through,
that's horrible, man. That's horrible.
And she's blindsided and all this stuff. And I'm like, can we punish Ariana Grande? Ariana Grande does this all the time. Like, this is the second fucking time she did this. She did this with Pete Davidson when he was dating for a million years. Cassidy, whatever, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David's daughter.
Yeah.
I think I made up her name. Cassidy David? No, Cassie David. Cassie David. They were dating for like 10 years, and Ariana Grande was like, doop, 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 doop. Like, she's the problem, it's her. I don't understand why we're like, oh yeah, just like ending your marriage for this guy. I'm so annoyed of it. I'm so annoyed of it.
I agree.
I do love
agree.
Ariana Grande.
I don't like her. And I went to a concert, sat like in the front row. Ken got us because Jake was dancing. Ariana Grande, freaking front row. You would have been in heaven, and I found it so annoying. I know. I found it so annoying.
Was it Thank You Next era, like that album?
Yeah, I think I don't remember. But I'm talking. She was like right here. She makes no eye contact with anybody.
Well, it's like
no. She makes no eye contact. She's insecure.
Oh, well,
super insecure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like I've been to concerts where I've been up close, like recently Maroon 5. Well, of course he makes eye contact with everybody. He's trying to pick people up, but he was making eye contact with like everybody. And I'm like, is that you? Is it me? Or is it you? Or is it me? It's like, I think it was me. It's like, no, but I'm saying it's a way to connect with your audience.
Sure. I mean, that's the whole point, right? It's like, especially getting front row seats, you feel like she's singing to you. But look, I just think I hate this. I hate this for her. I hate that this is what she does. I think that she needs to like figure out why she does this, why she needs to like blow up her life every single time. Also, like on-set romances, like get a life. Aren't we done with that? Haven't we learned from Brad and Angelina? Guys, this doesn't work. Set life is not real life.
What is working? What is working? Look at Sofia Vergara.
No, that was my next order of business.
I can't, like, I don't understand.
Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello. Joe Manganiello.
I don't know how to say his name either. But I gotta say, I'm gonna call out. I always talk about Glenda on the thing because she's a big friend of the pod, and so is Alina. Rob was acting a little misogynistic the other night.
Oh, well, don't call him out.
I am. You know what he said? He said that he feels bad for Sofia Vergara because nobody in Hollywood wants a 51-year-old woman.
I'm sorry. Is he out of his mind?
And it's Sofia Vergara.
Did you see that photo that she posted? That thirst
with
trap
the butt?
Holy
cajoli.
Shit. Holy cajoli. And if it wasn't enough, because she probably knew, she's like, people are going to say it's Photoshop. People are going to say it's Photoshop. She's posted a video of her. It's not Photoshop. No. She looked in.
No, the woman is a product of genetic manipulation. She is
gorgeous.
She is.
She's gorgeous. And so I heard that the split of it all was because they disagreed. No, they disagreed on kids. Joe really, really wants kids and Sofia does not. She has a kid. She's like, I'm done.
But this is a conversation they needed to have early on.
For sure.
And by the way, she's 51.
No, it's
not
crazy.
The best time to have a kid. I'm not saying anything, but it's not the best time.
It's not the best time. I think she's at a point now where her kid is grown up and she's like, I'm living my life. I'm in España and I'm drinking and I'm whatever. Like, she doesn't want to do the whole thing again. I don't even want to do the whole thing again. And he's 31.
I have heard something about him being sober and that was the reason.
Well, I don't know.
And that it affected his sobriety, how much she drank. But I don't want to say that about her because what if that's not true?
Well, but I read that.
I read it in like
Daily Mail.
No, People or Us or one of those. Yeah.
People doesn't lie. People magazine don't lie.
I mean, I don't think they
genuinely though. I think People magazine is because it's like the publicist magazine. It's like everything that's on People magazine for the most part is funneled through PR or a publicist.
So you think it's true? Like, I just think the Mauricio and whatever is true.
It's the way to get information out without it being like, here's a static written post on Instagram of like what's going on in my life. It's just being like, sources inside the couple's marriage. Right. It's like, no, that's actually Sofia's publicist being like, yeah, she's
and he filed.
Oh wow. Well, this is what I'm saying. I think, I don't know about the drinking thing. The only thing I read is about the kid thing. And Joe doesn't have any kids and she does. So
and he's only 46.
He could totally have a kid.
Yeah. Oh well.
Tony
another
Bennett
beautiful couple.
Another beautiful
down the drain.
I know. Very sad. Wait, wasn't there somebody else who was getting a divorce? Or broke up? Oh, I guess it was just Ariana Grande and Sofia.
And then Kyle and Mauricio. I read somewhere, but I don't know. It was just on the internet, on Instagram, that Andy told one of the girls from Did you read this too? One of the girls from New York. I didn't watch New York.
Oh, that Mauricio's available.
He would say that.
I think where there's smoke, there's fire. The cameras are still rolling in Beverly Hills, and he's probably seeing dailies or cuts and stuff, and he's like, yeah, this is like most likely over. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not his place to say that. I was kind of shocked.
Yeah. Well,
I was kind of shocked.
I think it's over. I'm like, they're divorced in my head. I think it's
Really?
over. Yeah. I don't think he wants it to be over. He's apparently still wearing his ring, but she's like,
I can help him with that.
okay, again, you're in a relationship.
I'm not talking about in that way.
Then in what way?
As a friend.
Okay, goodbye. Did you hear that Tony Bennett died? Let me tell you something.
I love Tony Bennett.
I was listening to NPR yesterday and I heard the news and I was like, oh, sad, whatever. Then they just started playing only his music on Morning Becomes Eclectic. I started crying. I was like,
he had,
I think I was like, what a talent to die.
He was an amazing talent. It was sad, that he had Alzheimer's, that it's the worst disease in the whole world.
Yeah.
And he made me love Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Because Lady Gaga was so.
She was so great with him. I know.
She has a great heart.
Yeah.
You could see it. When you see somebody like that trying to protect his dignity, to protect his talent, for people to see, to let him shine, I just love her so much. I just changed. Not that I didn't like her. She just not really, whatever. It's not really like my cup of tea.
I feel the same
way.
I
love her. I love how she handled that. And it's, so I like the fact that he's being celebrated, because the last few years of his life were,
yeah,
whatever. It's like he wasn't even there.
Yeah. R.I.P.
But then every single person in the world, this is how you know somebody dies, when you suddenly see people, pictures with the person, with the person. And why
do people do that?
I don't know, because I refuse to do that. And I do not have a picture with Tony Bennett, but I do have pictures with Tony Bourdain. I do have pictures with, I don't know, several people.
I'm going to Photoshop a photo of myself with Tony Bennett and like write a paragraph of like, my world changed when I heard Tony Bennett.
Or maybe Tony Bennett could be carrying
I'll never be the same. Yeah.
I like a dark-haired
Lola
baby.
and slapping him on the face. Okay, let's get into Bravo bullshit. So you didn't watch New York Housewives?
Glenda and Alina told me that they liked it. I started watching the intro, and I just thought that I couldn't relate, to the girls. Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a try. I did see OC.
Can you get closer to your mic?
Yeah, I can see. I'm sorry. I saw OC. New York just they looked young for me. For my, I like a mix. They all seemed really young. I don't know if they were all young.
I think they're all
like in
young.
Miami. I think it's a good mix. You know what I mean? They have people still in their 30s, and there's 40, then there's 50, and then there's, almost
the
60
of 60.
Yeah. I like that combo.
Yeah, me too. I think for New York, they just are trying to probably create a group of people that we can follow for a long time. Like, we should have them young.
No, I agree. It gives them longevity. And I know that, for example, once you're 60, early 60s, that's kind of like where you're like, look at LVP. I know that she left, or if she left or didn't leave, I don't know who left, but she didn't have a long time left. Ramona didn't have a long time left.
Yeah.
So I think to
get young bucks. I enjoyed it. I'm not like obsessed with it. Like, I can't wait till Sunday, but I like it. I'm happy that it's back, and New York is just such a fun city to like be in.
Yeah, it's true. Anything with the backdrop of New York. I mean, it's why I watch And Just Like That.
Exactly.
Honestly,
as much as it sucks, I will not stop watching it.
Right. I thought that. Look, I got to tell you, and I'm sorry, and this whole podcast is about us being honest. The Miranda Shea thing makes me very uncomfortable. It makes me very uncomfortable because first of all, I'm uncomfortable to see anybody, very intimate moments. I don't care if you're heterosexual or gay or whatever, very intimate moments. It's just not what I watch TV for.
But did you watch Sex in the City when it was airing, like back in the
Yes,
day?
and I didn't like Samantha's scenes either. They were just too much. You know, like I watched it for Charlotte. I watched it for Miranda, quite frankly. You know, in the world of Housewives, it's like, oh, what are you, Charlotte? I was always a Miranda.
It's amazing to be
But
a
I'm
Miranda,
not a Miranda.
until recently. Like, aside from the Che Diaz of it all, Che Diaz, I think they're leaning into like how much people don't like her, and they're just like, we don't care. We're just putting them on.
No,
And
but
I'm
I
like,
just think, look, I think non-binary is a great thing if that's what you are. And I don't, you know, totally understand it. And for me, the pronouns are very difficult because they and them is plural, and you're talking about a singular person, and I have a hard time with it. And I really try. I really do try. I don't have that many people, but I try. But I think they're doing that too much. So now Lily is okay. So Lily
it's
is
only
also
one person. Oh, I see. Okay. But that's representation. That this is like the part that I don't think you ever understand of like, this is
what's
a huge
happening in
show.
real life.
No, it's a huge show. And to have two non-binary people on the show and like have representation in that way, and somebody to see it and be like, oh my gosh, wow, they're putting it on, and just like that, that's the whole thing. That's the biggest thing. It just sucks that Che Diaz sucks ass. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't know that she sucks ass. I don't dislike her. I don't dislike them.
I don't know.
I don't.
No, I don't dislike. I can't stand it. I don't like that they are one of the main characters now. I want the main characters to be Miranda, Charlotte, Carrie, and then Samantha through text. I don't care.
And the old Miranda. Give us the old Miranda. First of all, my heart is broken for Steve. Like it makes it. They've made her into a villain. Every time they show Steve, they made her into a villain because Steve doesn't take off his wedding ring. Steve is suffering. She's like a nomad living in all other people's houses, strapping on shit. Like, I'm learning words that I don't need to know. Like, did you know that's what pegging is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I never knew that. I don't need to know that. For me, pegging is a pegboard. Like, I don't need to know that's a woman strapping it on. Look, I'm sorry. Our show is a lot about different generations and being old fashioned, and I'm trying. I really am trying. I'm not kidding.
I know you are. I am
trying. But shit, like, for example, Rock is so cool, right? She's so cool. She doesn't have to be non-binary. They don't have to be non-binary. They could just be that, her personality, her style, her whatever, kind of androgynous. That's cool too. I just think that in a show of like 5 people, 2 of them being non-binary is a lot.
It's no,
there's more than heterosexual people.
That's not true. And I think you're on the wrong side of this, to be honest.
Whatever.
2 out of,
I'm not saying that I'm right.
2 out of Miranda, or not 2 out of Miranda, Carrie, Charlotte, her husband, the other kid.
Oh, we're gonna get more.
The best friend of Carrie, I forgot her name, that like gorgeous woman, that black woman who's amazing. They're just showing a ray of, it's like, this is New York. This is a representation of our world. I think it's a positive thing. I think you're just like, you know, you're having a hard time.
I am having a hard time, but I got to tell you that I'm still watching it. I fast forward through all the weird sex scenes because all weird sex scenes, all of them, the heterosexual ones too. I just don't need to see it. You know what I mean? It looks contrived to me. All of it looks contrived to me. First of all, in my entire life, I've never had a one night stand. I am too insecure to have a one night stand. And even when I was younger, I never met somebody and had sex with them that day. That to me is so incomprehensible because that's the most intimate thing you can do with another human being, and to give it all up in one night doesn't make any sense. So when this is how I feel, my feelings are valid too.
For sure.
Can we turn this around and say that my feelings are valid?
Your feelings are valid.
Fashion and ridiculous. Okay. Well, I don't know that Carrie would meet some guy and just be with them for sex. Like sex is aerobics. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's deeper than that. You know, I feel like she wants more than that. But I love like this episode, like the scenes of them dragging their ass through that snow, and that the friend that was speaking about her film, she's my new spirit animal.
I know, I love her.
I love her so much. And then I like Carrie a lot too. And I like that she thinks that, like, you know, the whole, we're getting like this preview into her and Aiden, which I always loved for her.
Not
So I'm
wait for
excited for
Aiden.
that. Yeah, I'm
I'm
excited
happy
for
she
that.
sent that email.
Oh, and another thing, what the fuck, Charlotte going all the way to Connecticut to give her daughter condoms and the daughter announcing when she's going to have sex. I didn't want to know when you guys had sex. Not interested. Do you want Lola to announce to you I'm having sex tonight?
I don't know.
Do I care about her? Honey, make sure that your pleasure is like, no, no.
But this is
no.
Yeah, that's a generational thing.
Right.
She just wants her daughter to know that, like, speak up, communicate. They don't always know what that, it's like, I think
the sexual positivity is crazy.
But sex nowadays, the way that it's being portrayed in film and TV is
aerobics.
So important. It's
important, but it's not tied to love.
They did it in Ginny and Georgia, where it was focused on Ginny, the girl who is like, she's a teenager. She's probably like in 11th grade or something. And she's explaining what she wants. She's saying, do this, do this, do this. And then she has an orgasm. And she's like, it's for girls.
With the mother in front of her?
No, mommy, are you crazy? With her boyfriend?
And what do you mean crazy? That would be very common. I've known mothers that give their own daughters vibrators.
Well, that's not wrong either. That's just explaining.
Okay, guys, listen to me. Just because
it's a generational thing. It's a generational thing.
Okay, just because you know that Beba's the one that responds to text messages or DMs. Beba's honest. That I have to tell you that if you are not, she doesn't hold it against you if you don't agree with her, and she will share if there are people that agree with me. And I have to believe that people that are my age or close to my age have this kind of uncomfortableness with this. And I want to know. I want to know because sometimes I feel like I'm all alone out here.
You're not. I think a lot of people your age feel exactly the way you feel. I think we are in a space in the world right now where we're talking about things. So it's not taboo to talk about sex with your kid. And in fact, there's a recommendation to talk about it sooner rather than later, because the exposure to porn now is so much earlier than before because of the internet. Kids are being exposed to porn at like 9 years old. So the recommendation is to start talking to your kids about sex between the ages of 4 and 6, and not being like, this is how you have sex.
It's just Lola about sex at 4.
It's just talking about how you got here, blah, 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 whatever. Because if you're exposed to porn before you know anything else, then that is your roadmap to sex. And that's dangerous. So to have TV shows and movies portray sex in an honest way of like, not the girl having an orgasm in 2 seconds and her asking for what she wants and it taking some time, that's positive. And I support it. And that's my TED Talk.
You know what, though? I used to think that everybody your age was the same. And I got to tell you, we went, when Alina's here, I get to see her a lot. Alina is Glenda's daughter. She's my godchild. And Alina, we just went Thursday night, we went to see Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh, I love him.
At the Hard Rock. It was funny. The most fun night.
Oh, like, I bet.
So
he's
fun.
Great.
The 5 of us, we drove all the way to the Hard Rock. We had dinner. We saw the show. We had the best time. And I can't pinpoint right now what I asked her, but I thought for sure she would have the same mentality. And she's like, oh no, I hate that or whatever. And it's like, so there's young people who are a little bit more conservative when it comes to that. And she's went away to school. She's away at school now. She's smart. She's pretty, she's got all of it. So it's just, I don't think everybody thinks like that, like you think.
I don't think so either. And listen, talk to me when Lola is 13. I'm going to like shoot myself in the face. And she's like, I want a vibrator. I'll be like, I'm going to die.
At 13? No, that's when you play with the shower massage. Just make sure you have a shower massage. It's
okay, you're weird because you flip-flop. That's a weird thing to say.
I'm just saying that's how it's let children discover their own shit. Don't make it so easy. Don't give her a shiny, vibrate. Like, that's horrible.
Can we move on from this?
I don't know. Okay, go.
The other thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap it up is Marisol renewing her vows.
You can't fucking renew fake vows. She's not married.
She's not married. You cannot, as Olivia Rodrigo said,
You can't triple stamp and double stamp. That was technical.
I forgot what Olivia Rodrigo says, but the song Vampire, she said, and that would be hard because they would mean you need a heart or something, whatever. It's like,
wow, that didn't work.
I know. I was like, if I pull this off, I'll be excited, but I didn't. Anyways.
You didn't. You might want to just cut that out completely.
I have to look it up. Yeah, Marisol, you can't renew vows unless you're married. So you basically just got married fakely again.
Desperado.
Question mark.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Also we have, so it came out the other day that Ana Quincos is seen filming Real Housewives of Miami. Do you have any comments?
No, I have none. I think that I don't have any comments about it. I'm kind of pissed off about it. I think that they got exactly what they wanted, which was I'm not talking about the producers or anybody on the show. I'm a little pissed at Lauren Foster. You know, and I've always liked Lauren Foster. Yeah, you know, and everything now she's mentioned in the same paragraph. I mean, I don't have anything against her. I've always liked Lauren, but it's like she knew. First of all, it's not a big deal. It was a party that Emilio and Adriana had for something of Adriana's. You know what I mean? But like, you're not supposed to share this stuff, and I'm not going to share anything else about it. And I don't, you know. And at some point, I called her and I said, why did you post it? I told you that if you took any pictures, not to share them, just because, you know, there's an element of surprise in a whatever. And she's like, well, Gertie posted. I'm like, you know, like I have to say that to her like 5 times.
You're not a housewife.
Like when we were there. Yeah, you're not a housewife. I'm not a housewife.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's go on stage. You're not a housewife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. The whole thing is ridiculous. Like, whatever, just you'll have to watch, and I hate to do that, but the truth is that I'm a rule follower when it comes to that. Good. If I tell you I'm not going to share something, I'm not going to share something.
Yeah.
Let me just say that there's a lot with regards to me. All I'll say is that there's much more than what you saw. That's all I'm going to say.
Just to, you know, save myself with the Olivia Rodrigo thing. It was, you said it was true love, but wouldn't that be hard? You can't love anyone because that would mean you had a heart. Okay.
Right. I don't know if what is it we call her? The rotten corpse.
Rotten corpse.
And we're doubling down on that.
I don't take it back. I don't
no, I don't
feel
either.
sorry for saying it. It's the truth. It's based on her rotting from the inside because she's a bad person. And then it also just so happens she looks like a rotten corpse. That's not my fault. That's her fault.
No, I agree. So I'm with you on that. I back you up 100%. And I don't think she doesn't have a heart. I just think she's so desperate. And I think
desperation can lead to making you a bad person.
I think she had a bad season. I don't know that for a fact. This is just
you're saying this coming season.
I think she had a bad season, and I think that she felt that she needed something. You know what I mean? And if they won't give it to her within the confines of the show, she'll do it on social media, and that this would whatever. But you know, she's gonna really go all the way down, and I assume he has some Scottish background. And he's gonna wear his family tartan, which I don't know whether she did or not, but she put on a kilt. You know what I mean?
I saw one photo. I don't remember. I feel like he might have had one on. I don't know. Whatever.
Did he? Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Hope he did.
But
I feel bad for that guy. I do. I feel bad for him. I think es embarcó de una manera. Like, I think he wakes up in the morning and goes, like,
no.
Oh no! Wait a second. You can't say that she's a rotten corpse. 10 years ago, and I'm sorry, I will say this. Nobody's any younger. Nobody's whatever. I have bags under my eyes. I probably need a facelift. All those things. But she's not an attractive woman, and she's done a lot of shit to herself. She is not. She has all her hair is fake. Okay, there's like pieces and patches and big holes in her head, and she's not and in the morning with a hangover, it can't be good. So relax, yes, I think he wakes up and goes,
Okay, but you can't go crazy, okay? Because it's also, you border on the line of bullying, and then it becomes the Raquel Sandoval thing, and then we're Lala and James, and I don't like that.
Okay, so then can you cut it out?
I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out.
He's not that attractive. He probably gets scared in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna keep cutting out. Every time you say, I'm just gonna cut it out. Okay.
Rotting corpse isn't bullying?
No, rotten corpse is not bullying. Those facts are not bullying.
Right, exactly. Okay.
So
I'm sorry that I said she was ugly when she's so beautiful.
okay. Shall we wrap it up? Do you have a quiz?
Fuck. No, I don't have a quiz, but I'm gonna give you a Spanish thing.
Okay, give me a Spanish thing.
I want you to just talk to us about, Lola being a little bit aggressive, and how are you going to handle it from now on, all in Spanish, please.
Hold on. I just need to.
Agresiva.
Agresiva. I was going to say, but there's another word I want. Violenta. Ok, bueno, mira, mi hija Lola, ella es una perfecta bebé. Un bebé perfecta, ¿ok? Pero ella es un poco violenta. Y eso está bien porque ella no sabe nada.
Ella, first of all, you're not going to drop consonants like you just got off the boat, okay? So, eso está bien.
That's how I speak, because then it makes
me
feel
very...
Don't
drop consonants at the end of words. Okay.
Was that it? Okay, bueno, pues no es malo que ella es violenta. No, porque ella es un bebé, ella no sabe mucho, pero ella sabe que ella tiene mucho, ella es muy emocionada y ella quiere decirte que ella te quiere mucho.
Y por eso
ella quiere hacer un patao en tu cara.
¿Patao?
I don't know.
Piñazo.
Piñazo.
Galleta.
Un piñazo en tu cara para decirte, oye, te quiero. Te quiero mucho. ¿Ok?
¿Y qué
Entonces, cuando ella es un poco más...
Cuando sea un poco más grande.
Cuando sea un poco más grande, yo voy a decir a Lola, mira,
Lola,
no puedes dar un piñazo en la cara de las personas que tú quieres.
Solamente a los que no quieres.
Si quieres, hace un beso, hace ¡mua! ¿Ok?
¿Y cuándo vas a hacer eso? Porque
yo creo que yo voy a hacer eso cuando ella puedes hablar.
Oh, ¿cómo vamos a aguantar piñazo de aquí a allá?
Bueno.
That was pretty good. That was funny as hell, but it was pretty good.
I hope you guys understood that, because
they did. You had already told the story.
Spanish.
Patao.
Patao. Patao is it's just a
patao is not a word.
It's going patao.
No, that's un galletazo. That's what she does. She goes,
but it's like me saying patao is me going bam. It's just a word.
Okay. You didn't.
No, it's just a word. Un pao. Un patao. Anyways, okay, guys, thanks for listening.
By the way, congrats on getting, like, being a little bit of an influencer.
Oh my God.
By the way, is that that stuff that you're taking, the powder one, is that why your, like, jeans were just falling off your body the day I know we're not supposed to glamorize skinniness, but what the fuck?
If I looked sick, it was because of that powder. No, that powder that I keep.
Does it taste like anything?
No, it tastes like nothing. You put it in your water. It's supposed to stabilize your blood sugar. So when you're eating, when it doesn't like drop your blood sugar and go like this.
And if you feel good from it?
I feel good. I've been taking it for 3+ months now. My acupuncturist gave it to me when I stopped breastfeeding because I was so.
Well, I gotta tell you, I was like, you're wearing these jeans and they're completely falling off you. And I'm
but
like,
that's not because of that. I'm just, listen, I work out a lot. I eat really
no,
well.
but there was a difference. If you don't think it's because of that, I do think it's because of that. I'm
It's
gonna
not
try
because of
it.
that. That doesn't do anything. It's just stabilizing my blood sugar.
If it stabilizes your blood sugar, though, it's not
Eating less.
Well, not only are you eating less, but it's not converting sugar into fat in your body because it's keeping
For sure.
your blood sugar level. That's what it does. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. It's like a B something supplement. It's like a vitamin B something supplement, just in powder form. I don't even take the recommended dose. Like she told me I'm supposed to take 15 milligrams. I take like 800.
Okay, and then so 1500 is the normal. And the other stuff you're taking, how does that taste?
The other stuff. So guys, I'm an influencer. I don't know if I told you, but
No,
I
know,
got
but
sent from this company called Beba. It's a seed cycling. I've talked to you all about how I've been wanting to like cycle sync with my period and stuff.
But a seed cycling means there's seeds?
It's powdered seeds. So phase one,
okay,
it's like
so I would eat that.
You're supposed to have certain seeds to regulate your period and like whatever. So they made it easy and they just put the seeds in one pack and then you put a scoop in your smoothie, on your oatmeal, in your yogurt.
So is it, because like, for example, I have to, when I make a smoothie, it's a pain in the ass because I get hemp hearts, I get chia seeds, I get flax seeds, and I put that in there. But this is like more stuff.
This is, well, it's more stuff and it's just like
easy. It's a scoop of like everything together.
It's so easy and it tastes really good, like genuinely tastes good. And
you can put it on your oatmeal, granola, whatever.
Everything. Like, you can put it on your eggs if you want, like seeds on your eggs, whatever you want. I've been putting it on my oatmeal because it tastes good. But yeah, I have 3 months worth that they sent me. So I'm going to try it and see how I feel and I'll let you know. But I'm excited. I've been wanting to do cycle syncing and I just didn't even know where to start. And this feels like a great place to start.
You should ask them to give you a
code.
A code for your people because I want to order it.
I want to order it, and I'm so
because I buy everything separate.
Yeah. But it's
like great. Even if I make a shake, I know this is ridiculous, but like I'm Cuban, so I love mamey shakes. But I'll make them with almond milk and the frozen fruit pulp, and I'll add all the seeds to it, and it's still like having a mamey shake.
Yeah. And it's probably annoying to add every single different seed.
I have them all separate. Yeah, I have them all separate. And I'll add stuff. Like if I want more protein, I'll add almonds since I put it in the Vitamix, and I'll add sesame seeds, and then I add hemp and chia and flax. So this is good. I didn't know that's what that was.
Yeah, it's great. It's for people who have periods, but maybe menopause. Actually, no, for real. Maybe menopausal women. It might help you too.
Everybody could benefit from the seeds.
True. Okay, we got to end this. Guys, follow us on Instagram at Mommy Issues a Pod. Follow me at Beba_Rod. Follow my mom at Anna Cooks, QOOKS. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review.
Yes,
reviews help,
leave us a review. And guys, I wasn't being a bitch, not talking too much about, no, seriously, not talking too much about whatever.
Housewives.
When I went on Housewives, I will absolutely, this will be the first place where I share everything. But if the producers tell me, hey, keep it under whatever, I'm going to listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
But you guys will be the first to know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
all right.
bye.
Love you.
Love you.